Hey, Cancer. Welcome to your October reading. I'm Madeleine, if we haven't met before. And if we have met before, hi! I'm super excited to be back, super excited to read for you, and to come back for a month that has two eclipses. Got some major stuff going on. And of course, before we get together, Cancer, I was, chatting with Spirit, shuffling the cards, praying, doing the things that I do to get ready. And Spirit shared with me something they want you to know before we even pull some cards, which is when you know the truth, you need to tell it first to yourself until you are ready to be able to share it with whomever it needs to be shared with. And you need to know that the truth is the best thing, the good thing for everyone, even if it hurts someone. If it's better to hurt someone with the truth than to assuage them with a lie or a lie of omission. Like I'm getting this sense of, oh, I'll take this on. Oh, I'll take this on. Oh, I can take this on. Oh, they can't, you can't handle the fucking truth. You're not Jack Nicholson, Cancer. They can handle the fucking truth. Spirit's being funny and being like, the question is, can you? Can you handle whatever the truth of this situation is? It feels like it's an uncomfortable truth to have to tell, like, hey, I need your help with XYZ, or hey, I'm not going to be able to XYZ. You tell me. If you already know what this is, let me know in the comments. I have a sense that this upcoming solar eclipse, which is a super ultra maxi new moon with wings, that is coming up on October 14th. It's happening in the sign of Libra, which is your house of home, family, your roots, your past, ancestors, etc. So, new moon, cleaning the slate. Nothing cleans the slate like telling the truth. When you're ready, first to yourself. It's not your job to take on other people. Spirit is like essentially saying it's not your job to take on other people's emotional labor, and it's not your job to shield them from that mirror that relationships are. Hey, you're taking advantage of me. Or, hey, maybe you don't even realize it, but what you just did really hurts my feelings. Or I feel like you're not seeing what I'm doing, or whatever this is, Cancer. I got Moon in Cancer. I can say it. We can get a little bit funky around expressing our needs, martyr symptoms, just saying, be clear with yourself. And as soon as you can get clear with yourself, get clear with other people. There's some really amazing stuff that has the potential to happen around these eclipses. Again, the solar eclipse is on the 14th. That's the new moon. And then the full moon / lunar eclipse will be in Taurus on the 28th. These are both Venus ruled houses. The first, like I said, is home and family. The other is about your public life. So, finding a bit of a balance between who you are in private and who you are in public, and maybe integrating those a little bit more. Okay, let's pull some cards, shall we? We can talk more about the solar eclipse next week. I will be putting out a video all about the astrology, as well as a horoscope for each sign, what's happening with the eclipse, and what it means for you. So hopefully I will see you there. And in the meantime, let's get into October. Oh, Spirit, please show us the setup, the story for Cancer in October. What are the themes of this month, Spirit? What do you want to bring to Cancer's attention for their highest good? My cardinal water friends, what do they need to know, Spirit, in the month of October? What's showing up for them? What's showing up on the outside? How is it reflecting what's showing up on the inside? What do you want Cancer to know about the present and how to move within that dynamic? Anything pertinent in the recent past as it pertains to the unfolding future for Cancer, Spirit? What do you want to share with them for their highest good, Spirit? For their greatest sense of joy, peace, abundance, security, fulfillment. Woo! Jump right out. Okay. Ooh, it feels like a lot of cards, but it's been a minute, so they probably have a lot to say. Okay, Cancer. Cancer in the month of October. What do they need to know, Spirit, for their highest good? Woo! You know, eclipses be eclipsing things. I'll throw the photo of your spread up here on the screen so you can see what I'm looking at. If you are afraid that telling the truth or asking for what you need is going to make, is going to leave you lonely or is going to make people run away from you, A, please don't worry about that. And B, if anybody does, clear the fucking decks because you can't show up for them in the exact same way that you've been showing up for them, which they didn't fucking give you any credit for anyway. I'm not trying to simplify and bypass that that's difficult and that's hard. But you giving up everything all the time is fucking unsustainable, right? Like let's be honest, and you wouldn't want to see any friend of yours, any loved one, any family member of yours running themselves ragged so that other people didn't even have to know like how difficult their life was, Okay, so let's talk about it. You could see it right at the center. There it is, the one no one wants to see, the fucking tower. Can I just say, for cardinal signs, these eclipses are hitting our fellow cardinal signs. You are not alone. You are not alone. We've seen some 10 of swords, we've seen some 10 of wands, some this shit needs to end, which just matches the energy of eclipses. So you're not doing anything wrong. Your life is not going to suddenly become a terrible catastrophe. There are times in life where it just shows us this isn't going to be sustainable for you. It's going to come to an end now. It's going to come to an end later. If your tower has not exploded, Cancer, then you have an opportunity to be like, ooh, what is shaky in my life right now? Where am I maybe like walking on eggshells, or my temper or resentment is rising, rising, rising? Where is there potential for like a boil over? Let me go ahead and address that now. Can I lower the pressure now? Can I turn off the heat now so that this thing doesn't have to boil over? Some of you will have that option. These are general readings, of course, Cancer, so I'm getting different messages for different people that are going to be listening to this video. Some of you, the tower has already fallen. The explosion has happened. The pot has boiled over, and now there's a bit of a mess in the kitchen to be cleaned up, right? It's crossed by the Ace of Cups. Relief. Flow. When the tower falls, where there has been stagnation, where there has been, you must be this rigid to stay on this ride, and that shit falls apart, there can be a relief and an exhale to it. And the tower was just never going to work. That's the thing. Okay. Like, and again, I don't want to bypass, I don't want to act as if it's not hard when the tower falls down, when we lose a relationship or a job, or we thought something that we were working on was really going to work out great, and then it fucking collapses. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not wrong. Life happens. Circumstances happen. Sometimes we put our energy or our time or our focus on things that will ultimately not work out. It doesn't say anything about you, not in the way that you might think or might be tempted to interpret. Please take this shakedown, this shakeup as an opportunity to free yourself, to be more honest with yourself and with other people. Maybe some of y'all are fucking women on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Gender regardless. People on the edge of a nervous breakdown. And sometimes we have to break the fuck down. Even you, Cancer, even the strong ones. Yes, even you. And it will allow you to let people see you in a little bit of a more vulnerable way. Then you're used to being seen. Yes, everybody talks about Cancer's sensitive and Cancer's emotional, and yeah, we know, ruled by the moon, yada yada. We don't talk about often enough, I don't think, how strong Cancer is, right? It's the mother archetype. Again, gender regardless, it's the mother archetype, the one who will and can give up everything, who can find the strength to lift a car when she ain't lifted a 10-pound weight in her life, because that is her purpose and her mission, and that's where her heart is. This edifice, this construction may have fallen down. This crisis may have come into your life. You are not broken. You might be broken open a little bit. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. I want you to know that I see blessings and new things becoming available to you, as always happens on the heels of a closing door, or in this case, one sort of slamming shut and the whole thing crumbling behind you. You might feel frozen. You might feel in limbo. You might literally be like, well, now I'm between jobs, or I'm between dynamics or living situations. Take heart. Take heart. The Ace of Cups crosses your reading, implying love, forgiveness, flow. And then we've got the Page of Cups sitting in the kind of hidden position, the basement of your reading. Good luck, a message of love, a message of support. If you need something, please ask. If you need something, please ask. You've come quite far. Don't lose sight of that. Three of Wands is sitting in your past. Spirit is saying, you have journeyed, okay? Don't think that because, I'm only at base camp 3 of Mount Everest, that's nothing. Bitch, some people never even approach Everest, okay? Base camp 3 is pretty fucking good. And you can see a lot more of what's out there from base camp 3. This is an extended ass metaphor. You have come farther than you might be giving yourself credit for. So I would encourage you, you've got that solar eclipse coming on the 14th. You may be tempted to manifest or ritualize because it's like, oh, this is a big astrological event. Again, we'll talk more about this next week. But I would encourage you to actually make space to do fucking nothing, to just receive information, downloads, clear your own mind and your own consciousness so that you can feel what's all a truth that is already like sitting inside of you, that is maybe just getting muffled by, this is what I should do, this is what blah blah would like it if I did, this is what blah 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 would appreciate it if I did. We need to listen to you. If you are concerned about money, I see new income. I see you growing your skills. I see you putting time and effort. You can see sitting right here in the future, the Ace of Pentacles followed by the Eight of Pentacles. If there is something that you want to seize and you want to put time and effort into, you're being encouraged to do that. Seven of Wands is sitting in the position of what is around or available to you. What energy is surrounding you right now? The energy says take a damn pause. Hanged One. Eclipses. Seven of Pentacles. Pause. Step back. If you can take, a couple of hours or a day or 30 minutes, whatever you got, okay, to assess, what have I been putting my time, effort, energy, money, like all the Pentacles things, right? What have I been investing in? And am I getting returns? And where am I not getting returns? What could I do less of? What could I cut out to make my life easier, to have fewer things to do? You will be better off concentrating on this new skill or idea that it has a lot of potential. Okay, some of you, again, you're looking for a new job, or you're doing a side hustle, or you've had this idea, and like now with this tower falling, is like, well, I guess maybe I have time to work on that idea now. Yes. Six of Wands sits on the other side of that. Success, victory, recognition. Are you willing to prioritize yourself? Are you willing to say, I'm as important as my partner, my kids, my job, whatever? Are you willing to take up space? I see that's what needs to happen. A fear of taking up space, a fear of sharing your needs, a sense of maybe being a burden, or or maybe you just grew up with parents who didn't make it easy for you to say I need something or I want something, and now a little late in life perhaps you're needing to learn that like you too deserve support, you too are worthy of support, and actually keeping yourself small and demanding that you continue to do things that are unsustainable. Sitting in the potential position, the devil, staying with old habits, continuing to do things that keep us feeling low, chained up, but it's like voluntary. You see how loose these chains are. Oh, I have to take care of this, because that's what a good person does. That's what a good daughter does. That's what a good partner does. That's what a good son, mother, father, blank, gender fucking regardless. The truth is good for everybody, even when it hurts. Sometimes we have to tell our family, I can't do this shit anymore. I'm going to need, you know, you to start cooking dinner on Wednesdays. I'm going to need you to start taking the laundry because I can't do it anymore. I've got to work on this skill that I have, or else I'm never going to grow out of this place where I am right now. I need support to be able to shine. You need support to be able to shine. And you need to give yourself the fucking right, because nobody else is going to give it to you, Cancer. I'm here to give it to you. Spirit, universe, they're here to give it to you. But corporeal beings, we struggle. We get a little myopic. We want our own needs met. So if someone around us is like super available to meet all our needs, it's like, well, yeah, this is great. This is perfect. Thank you. If I remember to say thank you, if I don't just start taking it for granted that you're going to bring me my coffee and you're going to set up my blah blah, and if I forget to blah blah, you're going to remind me and you're going to set my alarms and you're going to make sure I ate and you're going to. Are you getting what you need? Check in on you. You might be burning yourself out. You might be trying to hold up all the walls in the house. Let them fall. Let them fall. Let people see what happens when you are not available for everything. There's a need to bring balance in, and I see it coming. Six of Pentacles is sitting in the key/conclusion position. Generosity, given and received. Balance, brought in where previously there was no balance. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need. And if you are, that's okay. That's okay. No blame, no shame, no judgment. That's the philosophy of the channel. You do whatever you want. If you don't want to ask and you want to continue to keep things as they are, that is totally your fucking right. But I want what I see for you sitting in this future. I would love to see you so thrilled and excited about a project or an idea or a new possibility, and being able to throw yourself into it and notice yourself growing, and just this, I feel this potential for an increasing sense of confidence, and like, oh my god, I'm really good at this. That's what I'm feeling. It's like, oh my god, I'm really good at this. Like, make time for it. You're worth it. Tell them the truth. Let them help you. What are you feeling, Cancer? Are you feeling this? Is any of this making sense to you? Do you know what this is? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you have questions, comments, stories, I would love to hear them. If you ever want to get a personal reading, the way to do that is in the description box below. Or you could just visit my website, read your horoscope. There's plenty of fun stuff over there. That's MadeleineTheVillageWitch.com. It has been a pleasure, Cancer. I hope that this reading serves you very well. I hope that next week's astrology video on that upcoming solar eclipse also helps you out. And if I don't see you then I hope I will see you in your mid-month reading. Bye, Cancer.